7:45 and parent to parent this morning. It's a competitive world out there, and whether your kids compete in athletics, music, or even academics, they will have to learn how to be good sports. So how can you as parents raise a good sport? Our parenting expert, Jackie Insinger from Insinger Insights, is here with more this morning. Thank you for being here, Jackie.
Thank you, Kim.
So when do we start working with our kids about being good sports?
Well, sportsmanship is a lifelong lesson, and even as adults, it's not easy. And we all deal with coping with and rebounding from winning and losing all the time. So getting in early and starting strong is really important to teach our children how to be courageous losers and very gracious winners. And with youth sports at an all-time high, there are about 35 million children involved in youth sports nowadays. So competition is of the essence. It's surrounding them. So getting in young and teaching them these skills as early as possible is really important.
So you say we should model good behavior as parents. We have seen some naughty parents out there over the years, but it's important to try and keep that in track, right?
Yes, very important. Modeling is the #1 determinant and for how you're going to teach your kids how to handle sportsmanship and winning and losing. And it's pretty much the #1 factor in how you teach your children anything. But we all know that parent, whether we've been it or seen it, the one who's yelling out at the officials about a bad call. And that sends a message to the kids. So we want to make sure that, yes, cheer, get involved, and participate in the sport. That's the fun of it. But at the same time, show respect for all the players, the officials, the coaches, and the game itself.
Absolutely. And then we also want to have an open dialogue with our kids, right? Talk to them about why we play.
Yes, and it's very hard in the heat of the competition to remember that winning isn't the only goal. And yes, winning is one of the goals, but there are lots of other factors that come into play, such as determination, perseverance, teamwork, following the rules, respect, and fun. And I think fun often gets lost in the mix nowadays. And according to a huge ESPN poll of children, 40% of both boys and girls said they dropped out of their sports because it was no longer fun. So infusing the fun will not only keep them in the sport longer and let them become better athletes, but it'll teach them how to be better sports with sportsmanship.
That's a sad statistic.
Yeah.
And then you also say it's important to talk about sportsmanship for your child.
Yes, and for your own child. And I think it's really important message to let your children know that it's okay and normal and expected to be disappointed, frustrated, angry, sad, defeated, whatever feelings you might have when you lose. That's normal, that's part of life. But it's what you do with those feelings that make you either a good winner or a sore loser. So having them and helping them channel that energy into a positive way to teach it a life lesson for sportsmanship, because we all need that for the rest of our lives. So start young.
And I'd imagine that would also come into play with siblings as well. You know, oh, I beat you, or I got better grades than you, that kind of thing.
From tic-tac-toe to college admissions process. Like winning and losing is something that you will be dealing with the rest of your life.
All right, thank you, Jackie. And for more information, you can check out the April edition of Colorado Parent Magazine. There's a great little article in there from Jackie. It is 7